Hi, I'm Hugh Burton. This is my demonstration speech, and this is my audience. Today I'll be demonstrating how to spin a basketball on your finger. I feel like people would like to learn how to do this so that they can show off for their friends or, I don't know, just kind of impress someone. I learned how to do this because I played basketball since I was a little kid, and just kind of came with the practicing and everything. If we were just waiting around in practice or water break or something, we kind of just picked up how to do it. The first thing that you need to know about how to spin a basketball on your fingers is if you're right-handed or left-handed. And then once you figure that out, you gotta choose a finger. Like for me, it's my middle finger. I spin it up and I get on my middle finger. It's just the easiest finger for me. The difference between right-handed and left-handed is that you spin it a different way. For right hand, you always spin it this way, and for left hand, you spin it the other way. And the best way to keep the ball to stay on the point of your finger is just to straighten it and keep it straight. If you do that, then it'll stay. The best way to keep it spinning is to just lightly tap it on the side, and it'll keep going. As you saw there, sometimes you have to move your finger with it to keep it going. And then another thing you can add on to that once you learn how to do it is you can start switching fingers. For me, this took a long time for me to learn how to do, to get it from my middle to my index or from my middle to my ring finger. It's just something that you pick up once you have done it for a while. So, which even sometimes I mess up on. So like this, I have it on my middle finger, and then I can get it on my ring finger, and then back on my middle finger. And there's just, you can really do whatever you want with it once you get the basics down. There's a lot of things that contribute to it. The main thing is just really like to practice it, because as you see, the more you practice, the harder you can hit it on the sides like that, so you can control it better. And then the more you get better at balancing the ball on your finger, because you get more used to how it's going to be when it's spinning. The main, back to when you can switch fingers, the main thing to do is to just replace it really quickly, and then it's as if you never change fingers. Because the thing that will mess you up is if you take too long of a time to switch fingers, the ball will drop, and you won't hit it on the bottom, you'll hit it closer to the side, and it'll cause it to fall off your finger. Another thing that comes into the balance is how you position your arm. Because as you see, I have my arm up like this, and I keep my arm up because that keeps if I keep my forearm straight, it allows me to control the ball better than if I was to do it down by my waist. Then it's just harder to keep it under control. So yeah, you go from spinning on one finger, and then you can, once you get enough practice with that, you can go finger to finger. And then, once you've done enough practice with that, you can get up to where you can spin it, throw it in the air, and then catch it back on your finger. And this will really impress people if you show them how to do it, especially if you're not a basketball player or never have been. People will be really impressed with the fact that you can do that. I lost that one. Can't do it. That's really the most difficult thing to do with spinning the basketball. But the main thing is just a lot of practice. the more you practice, it definitely gets easier as you go along. I mean, some people would like to blame it on the kind of ball they're using, or if they've clipped their fingernails that day, if the nails are really long, stuff like that. But it's really just practice. Um, and the definitely helps if you have bigger fingers, because if you have smaller fingers, it's harder for the ball to balance, because there's not as much as it to be on top of when it's spinning. So for all the girls that try to do it and they struggle more than the guys do, it's really most likely just because you have smaller fingers. Not that you're less athletic, just that you have smaller fingers. And the size of your hand, size of your fingers also comes into effect, because the bigger your hands are, the bigger your fingers are. Like I said, the more control you have over the basketball. So that's how you can learn how to spin a basketball in your hand. And just if you don't get it at first, just keep practicing, and I promise you'll get it eventually.